Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. In the latest PTS update, Bethesda has announced a bunch of different perk changes which is coming into the game for the December update. Now a lot of these changes are meant to be coming in to kind of help balance the game, but also it will work out in a way where we'll actually have more kind of perk points to use up on other perks, because a lot of them, the costs are being reduced. Now the first perk on the list is Adamantium Skeleton, which has had its cost change from 3 all the way down to 1, and the new effect is going to be that the limb damage reduction effects now scale with your endurance. The All Night Long perk has also seen a reduction where it used to have 3 ranks and now there's only 1 rank, but it will cost you 2 perk points. And the new effect is going to allow the pre-war alcohol to actually last twice as long. So any benefits that you get from that, whether it be strength or something else, this is going to help boost that up for twice the amount of time. Bloodsucker has also seen a reduction from 3 ranks down to 1, and it's moved from charisma into endurance now. Now with it only having 1 rank, this means that the rank 1 will now actually gain all of the effects that it would have gained from having 3 different ranks. So pretty ideal really if you were using this, because now you don't need to use as many perk points and you get all the benefits. Now the healing bonus from this one has increased from a max of 150% up to 200%. This perk now also runs in line with the Cannibal perk, so this will stop you from getting any radiation. It'll also satisfy your thirst, and it'll also heal you twice as much. Now linking in with Cannibal, like we just mentioned, this one has also seen a rank reduction from 3 ranks all the way down to 1. Again receiving quite a big buff, because all the perks that you would have got from having 3 ranks on this is now reduced to the 1, so you get literally all of the same kind of bonuses, but for 1 perk point. Now Cap Collector has also got a really big buff, which is a pretty cool one, because this one did have 3 ranks and now it's down to 1 rank, but now this applies to not only cap stashes but all containers where you can find caps, so a pretty decent buff, especially if you are one of the people that like to go around collecting caps from random kind of stash boxes and stuff like that. An interesting change with it as well, the amount of caps that you find also scales with the amount of points that you have in luck. So if you're a bloodied unyielding build like me, you're probably going to be in for quite a few caps. First Aid is another one that's went from 3 ranks down to 1, and now this Stimpack Healing actually scales with your intelligence. 4-Leaf Clover, another one that's gone from 3 ranks down to 1. This one now says that misses in VATS contribute to the critical meter based on your luck. So there seems to be a lot of changes where we are kind of having perk cards based on the amount of points you have in certain categories. Again, Hard Bargain has gone from 3 ranks down to 1, and the description on this one has changed as well, where now it just says that you will gain 7 charisma when bartering at non-player vendors, whereas before I'm fairly certain it said something along the lines of like it reduces the cost at vendors depending on your rank, so the higher up the rank you'd go, the more you get a bit of a discount, but now obviously you get a solid 7 charisma. I swear I've seen in the patch notes as well that they've kind of fixed the kind of level and scale on your bartering, so when you go to a vendor, rather than having a cap, I think it said it was at 25, it now goes all the way up to 100 charisma, so you should be able to get a bit better prices if I've read that right. Junk Shield, a perk which not really many people use as far as I'm aware. This one has also had some changes, going from 3 ranks down to 1. It also now works in power armor, which it didn't before, and it'll also scale with the amount of luck points that you have. Life Giver has also had its description and ranks change, going from 3 ranks down to 1 yet again. However, as you can see, it'll still use 2 perk points, so as much as it is only 1 rank, it'll use 2, and this is going to gain you more max HP per point in endurance, so another one linking with your other stats. Lone Wanderer is another one that has had a buff, going from 3 ranks down to 1 rank now, so saving you a few kind of leveling up issues. It's still going to cost you 2 perk points, but according to the PTS, the new effect is going to be AP regen, and defense bonus is based on your charisma, while not on a team. Night Eyes has also been changed, which is now allowing you to get night vision while sneaking at all times of the day. Previously this would only happen during the night, I think between 6 and 6. This is now going to happen at all times. The Professional Drinker perk has had its ranks reduced from 3 down to 2. Ricochet, a perk which I actually do use from time to time, apart from when I get annoyed by the noise and end up turning it off. This has also had some changes, with its ranks being reduced from 3 down to 1, and it's also now going to be based on your luck rather than the kind of rank of the perk card. According to the description in the patch notes, it says now increases deflect chance based on your luck, Deflect grants a chance to reflect 100% of the damage of ranged attacks back to the attacker and reduces the damage you take from the attacker by 50%. Deflect chance receives a bonus while wearing heavy or power armor, in brackets plus 50% multiplier, and while in power armor the amount of damage reflected is doubled, up to 200%. Bullet Shield has been moved from strength into endurance now, and this one has actually had an increase in ranks, going up to 4 ranks now, and it says 5% chance per rank to deflect ranged attacks for 6 seconds while firing a heavy gun. A nice change for me now, Serendipity, one which a lot of people probably do use, including me. This has had its ranks reduced from 3 down into 1, and it now claims to have a new effect, saying that now increases the evade chance while under 30% life, based on your luck. Evade provides a chance to avoid all incoming damage from direct attacks. Evade can happen once every 2 seconds, and cannot happen while over encumbered or while in power armor. Evasive has also been knocked down from 3 ranks down to 1, and it now says that it increases your evade chance, which is now going to be based on your agility. Now a perk which I'd like to think everyone in the game is using, this is Starched Jeans, and this has also got a buff going down from 2 ranks down to 1. This is pretty ideal in the game because everyone uses this, so there's an extra perk point that you've made up to put into something else, but it's also been moved from luck into endurance. The bonus of it moving down into only 1 rank now is that you will actually get all of the benefits that you would have got before from having 2 ranks in just the 1. Finally, the last perk which has been changed is going to be Through Hiker, and this one is basically staying the same, but it has moved from agility into the endurance section. A lot of these perks which have moved from a different category into another, I'm not really kind of sure on how massively this is going to affect things, but it's definitely one to keep an eye out for and look into to see if it is going to be kind of messing things up or actually giving you a big bonus on your build, allowing you to kind of free up some space. I know for me now, I've got 4 extra points in the luck category, which is quite nice, but I don't have the Starched Jeans on anymore, so I'll have to put that back on, but then possibly lose one of these. But then of course I can move points from luck into agility or endurance, whichever one it was. I think it was agility that Starched Jeans was under now, but yeah, it's definitely a bit of a funky one and means we're gonna have to have a little play around with our builds. Anyways, that is it for this video. Hope you all did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.